make not real grasshopper manufactured badminton video games. It's probably a bad idea. Hey everybody, Jonathan Holmes here, ready to reveal the fact that yes, as many of you may have guessed, Little Grasshopper is not a real company. Grasshopper All-Stars presents Killer Badminton is not a game by Grasshopper manufacturer. It is a game made by fans, led, I guess, by me. And our hope was that it would be fun and funny, a surprise, and also a real game that you could play that unfortunately isn't really made by the company who owns those characters. And it worked. People seem to like it. Some people seem to know it was a joke, so other people didn't, but it didn't matter in the end because the concept was filled with so much love because it was made by fans that my hope seemed to have come true, which was that it was well received and understood by the people who played it as a true labor of love. So why did we do this? It was December, I think, that I first had the idea. And I know someone who made a game called Retired Men's Nude Beach Volleyball League that I actually did the box art for, although there is no box. That's a whole other story. The game was out and about and played a lot like badminton. So I thought maybe this man I know, Will Brierly, would be willing to help make a quick mod of his game using Grasshopper manufacturer characters. And if we started on it early December, maybe it would be done by April 1st. And that might make people happy. That was really the goal, I thought. Suda51, who I've interviewed a few times, might like it. And I thought the fans might like it. And he said, sure, I'll get on it. But Will Brierly is a very busy person. He is working on stuff with all sorts of people. He will sometimes text me and say things like, I'm hanging out, eating some cookies with Emmanuel Lewis. You may remember him from Webster. And also Tom Hamilton, the bass player for Aerosmith, might stop by. You want to come over? And I usually do. So I have met Tom Hamilton and Emmanuel Lewis because of Will Brierly, and Will is always doing something, is my long-winded point. I didn't know how much time he would have to make this game for us, but he took the time and managed to get it done right before April 1st. I wasn't sure if he'd be able to, though, because he's so busy. So before that, I worked on making a trailer for it using art made by a fantastic artist, lives in Japan, so coordinating with her was sometimes difficult, Maddie, and we'll put her Twitter handle on this video at the end and everyone's Twitter handle so you can follow them and keep up with them if you want to. She made all of the character art and the backgrounds and the character select screen, a bunch of stuff for it really early on. And it was wonderful work, but she's very busy too. So some of the extra work to make the trailer, that's where I came in. I made the animation for Garcia shooting Travis and Garcia turning into a skeleton. I added blood to Travis's head spin off and fly into the air, death animation, all things that we hoped were really in line with the kind of thing that Grasshopper would really make. So after we made the trailer, we realized we were going to have to host it somewhere. And if we just host it on a regular YouTube channel, people are going to be onto us and it's not going to be as fun. It's not going to be able to trick them in a fun way if it's right out the gate clear that this wasn't really made by Grasshopper. And we knew Grasshopper wouldn't post it on the official channel. I did actually let Grasshopper's USPR know that we were working on this a while ago to see what they thought. And they just didn't say anything. They wrote me back about other stuff, but they just didn't talk about the badminton joke game. So I took that as permission to do it. They haven't got mad at us yet, but they didn't say they wanted to get on board and make it an official thing. So we changed my Talking to Women About Video Games YouTube channel to the Little Grasshopper channel. And that is probably the most jokey part of the whole thing. The idea that Grasshopper would ever make a kids game division was silly and hopefully funny to people. So we made the trailer first with animations that are not in the actual game, with moves that are not in the actual game. So you cannot shoot Travis with Johnson in the game if you play as Garcia. You can't jump over the net and attack Garcia if you play as Travis. But we're hoping to make all of that stuff actually happen in the game. We made the game to make people laugh and surprise them, but also because we wanted to make this game. We want to work for Grasshopper and just make games with their characters. We can't. They're not going to hire us, but they haven't told us to stop yet. So maybe we can keep making it. We can making it. Hopefully we can. So we'll see if we have the time and energy to do that. But I've got a whole master plan for the game to contain a whole bunch of characters like Shoko from Liberation, Maiden, Christina from Flower, Sun, and Rain is going to be able to attack the other player. If everything works out, we want it to be a game where you're trying to mess with the other character you're playing against while you're also trying to win at badminton. So to combine the badminton and the action and really severe violence of a lot of Suda 51 games together with cute graphics might be fun. So hopefully we'll be able to work on that if you want to work on that with us, because Will Brierley, as I said, is very busy doing things with members of Run DMC and other surprising people. Mikhail Baryshnikov, the ballet dancer, he's working with him on some stuff. He might not have time to make a not-for-profit joke game about characters he doesn't even know about because he hasn't really played too many Grasshopper games. So he made this really as a favor to me, and it was very kind of him. He probably won't be able to do more, but if you want to help us make the rest of this game, we can make the graphics. We've got Tony Astro, the composer of Gold Joe's theme from No More Heroes 3, actually did all of the music for this fake game. I asked him to do one song, like a 30-second song, and he did 10 minutes of music. And he actually worked with a friend of his whose Twitter handle we'll put in here too, to make the Killer Badminton logo and splash screen for the itch.io page where the game is hosted. So people really went above and beyond. No money was gained from this. We didn't run ads on the YouTube channel. We didn't sell the game. We didn't get any money from anywhere. We just did it because we love it. And hopefully we can continue to make it, because I think it would actually be a really fun game, which, as I say that aloud, I realize, why don't you make it with your own characters then and sell it? I don't want to profit motive. It makes sense, but it's just less fun. I just want to have some fun. Hopefully it was fun for you to see the trailer and play the demo-ish of the game that we got out there. And thanks for putting up with us changing the Talking to Women About Video Games YouTube channel to this channel for a little bit. We're going to change it back now. If you were subscribed just for the trailer, then I apologize. We're probably not going to do any more Grasshopper trailers like this anytime soon. But if we keep making the game, we'll update this YouTube channel with that content. And we did have Suda 51 on Talking to Women About Video Games, the podcast, last year. So I encourage you to listen to that one. I believe he was in the Gender Trash is Cyberpunk episode, one of our more popular episodes of the show. So Suda 51 is someone who I know on some level and talk to a couple times a year. And if I get any more Suda 51 content on this channel, I'll certainly do it, because I guess we have a few subscribers who like that sort of stuff. So thanks for putting up with us, and I love you, and take care. Bye.